Utility Company. The case number is 2020-00290. We have rescheduled public comment meetings today, tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and then Wednesday the 12th at 5 o'clock. You're currently watching this via YouTube, and you have not signed up to speak but would like to, you can send a request to the email that you see on the screen right now. That email is psc.meeting@ky.gov. And please include your name, address, and a phone number. I'm just going to provide a few introductory slides about the PSC and the purpose of this public comment meeting, and then I'll be turning it over to the Vice Chairman for public comments. Okay. Our mission at the PSC to foster the provision of safe and reliable service at a reasonable price to the customers of jurisdictional utilities while providing for the financial stability of those utilities by setting fair and just rates and supporting their operational competence by overseeing regulated activities. About the PSC, we're an independent regulatory agency, a 3-member commission. The function of the commission is similar to a judicial function in that we have hearings and discovery and other elements that you would see in a judicial case. We regulate the rates and service of approximately 1,100 jurisdictional utilities. Most of those are small water and sewer utilities, natural gas distribution systems and interstate pipelines, investor-owned electric utilities, and the jurisdictional cooperatives, a small number of telecommunications. We do not regulate municipal utilities except for the situation of gas pipeline safety, and we do not regulate those cooperatives that are served by the Tennessee Valley Authority. A little bit about the rate making process. It's a legal process, and they're governed by state statutes, regulations derived from those statutes, legal principles derived from the application of statutes and regulations over time. Rates, according to statute, have to be fair, just, and reasonable. Utilities are allowed through rates to recover their costs of serving customers, plus the ability to earn a reasonable rate of return. For investor-owned utilities, that means an opportunity to earn a return on equity. And for the nonprofit, the cooperatives, rates to be adequate to meet lender requirements and maintain their financial stability. The time frame for any rate case, the utility has to provide a 30-day notice of intent, and the clock starts when the application is deemed to be complete. For this Bluegrass Water case, that date is November 19, 2020, and rates cannot take effect for 30 days, and the PSC typically imposes a suspension period. And so for this case, that period ends June 19 of this year, June 19, 2021, and a rate case must be completed within 10 months. Rehearing requests are must be within 23 days of a final order of the commission. Bluegrass Water has proposed a general increase in water and sewer rates, plus a certificate of construction. They're proposing a unified rate for the water customers and a unified rate for the sewer customers. And you see here the revenue requirement that is part of the application request. The next slide shows, hopefully, those systems that would be affected by this proposed proceeding. Bluegrass Water received approval to acquire the following water and sewer utilities. We have a notice here in the bottom right corner that the utilities that are subject to case 2020-297 were not approved at the time Bluegrass Water submitted the application, so those utilities are not part of this overall rate analysis. Interveners in the case are the Attorney General's Office of Rate Intervention, and then several of the homeowners associations that represent the customers of Bluegrass Water. So what are the next steps? At the onset of the first day of the hearing on May 18th, if customers have not had a chance to provide public comment and would wish to do so, they can, a special phone number, a phone line will be provided, and you can visit the PSC's website, psc.ky.gov, in order to obtain that phone number. The hearing is scheduled to last 2 days. It will be virtual, as is this public meeting. However, the hearing will be live streamed via YouTube. And any opportunity to provide public comment continues until a final order is issued in the case. And in order to do that, you can send an email to psc.info@ky.gov. Please include the case number and the subject line and your name and place of residence. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to Vice Chairman Kent Chandler. And thank you for being here.
Good evening, Karen. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great.
Try to turn off my screen here. Yep.
Thanks. My name is Kent Chandler. I'm the Vice Chairman of the Kentucky Public Service Commission. This meeting is being recorded for the benefit of the public, the record, and in order for the other two commissioners to review and consider. We are here today to take public comments in the rate case of Bluegrass Water, case number 2020-290. To reiterate the point made during Ms. Wilson's overview, the role and obligation of the Public Service Commission is to ensure rates are fair, just, and reasonable. We understand in any rate case proceeding that there are strong feelings and opinions. We ask that you provide comments today, that as you provide comments today, you are respectful and also mindful of the time limit for each speaker. We are here to listen. The utility is not presenting during the public comment meetings, and neither are the interveners in the case. The utility and other parties have their opportunity to make their case during the pendency of this matter. This is an opportunity for customers of the utilities and the public to state their positions, concerns, and provide the commission comments for its consideration. Again, the commission is here to listen. During today's comment sessions, I will not be answering questions. The commission is the fact finder and decision maker in this case, and as such, the commissioners are unable to comment or speak to the process or substance of the pending application. Nevertheless, questions you raise during your comments may well be of assistance to the commission and its staff in adjudicating this matter. If you have questions for the utility or the parties to this case, you may ask them during this public meeting with the anticipation that those entities can later convey an appropriate answer outside of the public meeting. Contact information for the company can be received by calling the Public Service Commission at the following number and speaking to the Public Service Commission staff. That phone number is 502-564-3940. That phone number can also be found at our website, psc.ky.gov. Given the number of participants that have initially indicated their interest in providing comments, we'll be limiting the length of the comments to 5 minutes. We will let you know when you have 1 minute remaining. As always, written comments may be made to the commission at any time during the consideration of a case and must include your name, address, and state the case number, which in this matter, again, is 2020-290. When you speak, please provide your name and address prior to your questions and comments. At this time, we have no individuals that have signed up for public comments. We will keep the public comment line open until 5:15 at this point. Anyone wishing to speak that may be watching this live over YouTube that would like to do so may send an email to the following email address. The email is psc.meeting@ky.gov. Again, that's psc.meeting@ky.gov. As you send the email requesting to speak, please include your name, address, and phone number. If at 5:15 we have no one signed up to speak, we will end tonight's comment session. We will also have comment sessions, I believe, tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. Eastern, and then again on Wednesday, May the 12th at 5 p.m. Eastern. Again, anyone wishing to speak on either Tuesday or Wednesday's sessions, Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern and Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern, can also request to do so by emailing their name, address, and phone number to psc.meeting@ky.gov. So at this point, we will wait a few minutes to see if anybody signs up to speak, and if we hear from no one, we will end tonight's session. All right. It's after 5:15 now, and we've had no one sign up for tonight's session. It is my understanding that there are individuals signed up to speak on Tuesday and Wednesday sessions. Again, Tuesday's session on May 11th will be at 1 p.m. Eastern. The session on Tuesday, May the 12th, will be at 5 p.m. Eastern. Just a reminder for anybody who's watching that would like to participate in either of those two public comment sessions, you can do so by emailing your name, address, and phone number to psc.meeting, meeting, @ky.gov. Also, if you would not like to provide public comments, but would nevertheless like to send in written comments on this case, you could do so by sending your name, address, and your comments to the PSC's Public Information Officer. That email address is psc.info@ky.gov, and please reference the case number 2020-290. Thank you very much, and that will end tonight's comment session.